going to swear you all in if you're going to testify. So if you'll turn your camera on. There you go. Morning, Mr. Cotton.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
And if you'll all raise your right hand so we can swear you, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
I do.
All right. Cause number 82, the state of Ralph Edwards Matthews. Ms. Walsh, are you on?
Okay.
Are y'all here on that, ma'am?
No, we're not for that. We're for a small estate affidavit.
Okay, we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay, sorry.
We're starting at, that's okay. We're starting at the top of the docket. All right, so I don't see Ms. Walsh. We'll come back to that. Cause number 87, the state of Rural Parks, LeBeau the third. Ms. Dennis, good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. You may proceed.
Thank you. Would you please state your full name for the record?
Lynn LeBeau.
And was Raul Parks LeBeau your husband?
Yes.
And he died on June 8th, 2025?
Yes.
And he died in Chambers County, Texas. Is that correct?
Correct.
And he resided in county also when he passed away. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did he die without revoking his will?
Yes.
And that will was dated August 6, 2021?
Yes.
And you have a copy of that will right there in front of you. Is that his signature on that will?
It is.
Okay, at the time of the execution of the will, do you believe he was at least 18 years of age and of sound mind?
Yes.
And after he made that will, did he have a marriage dissolve?
No.
Has 4 years elapsed since we filed the application to probate the will and his date of death?
No.
Was the state of Texas or a charity a devisee under that will?
No.
And he appointed you as the independent executor. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is there any reason why you believe you should not be able to serve as the executor of the will? I have no further questions, Judge.
Mr. Will of probate. Authorized letters. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Judge.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Ms. Walsh is on.
It's here at the bottom.
Kind of wonky. All right, back to cause number 82, the state of Ralph Edwards Matthews. Ms. Walsh, are you on now?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry
There you
about
are.
that. I had the wrong link. I got it though.
That's quite all right. Okay, so I think we've sworn in your clients, so you may proceed, ma'am. Or you testify.
Are we on Matthews or I'm on two cases?
We're
Harlan.
on Matthews, Ralph Edward Matthews, cause number 82.
Okay. I think I'm waiting for my client. We had the wrong link this morning, but I'm also here on Harlan Bruce Arnold. I'd like that one.
Just there, should Mr. Cotton. Okay.
Yep. So we're waiting
All right.
on John Neese as my client on Matthews.
Okay, let's go to 56, the state of Harlan Bruce Arnold. Mr. Cotton. Now we've lost Mr. Cotton.
Oh, they're in Weston.
No, he's on there. It's just he must have stepped away.
Unknown caller.
Mute
There he is.
There you go.
video. Yes, Judge, I stepped out. I didn't see my ad litem on the screen.
I'm
She
here.
just got here.
Okay.
All right, so you may
So
proceed,
glad.
Mr. Cotton.
Thank you, Judge. I'd call with my first witness, Lewis Woods. Let's see, can you see him? There we go. State your name for the record, please, sir.
Lewis Woods.
And how did you know Harlan Bruce Arnold?
Around town, just through casual relationship.
Okay, how long have you known him?
Oh, over 20 years.
Okay. And do you know if he was married at the time of his death?
He was not.
Did he have any children?
No.
Did he have a brother?
Yes.
And do you know his name?
Alan Arnold.
Okay, and how long have you known Alan?
25 years.
Okay, so to the best of your knowledge, did Harlan have a will?
No,
Never talked to him about a will or anything, so
no,
best of your knowledge, he did not have one.
that's correct.
Okay. Did you ever see him with any children around his house that he might have claimed as his own?
No, not at all.
Okay. So you're telling the court basically that Harlan Bruce Arnold died without a will, he died unmarried, and he died without children, and he left one brother. Did he have any other siblings that you were aware of?
No, sir.
Okay. Judge, I'll pass the witness.
Hello. I just have a couple questions for you, sir. You have no interest in this estate, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you haven't been compensated in any way for your testimony today, is that correct?
No.
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll pass.
Okay.
Witness counselor.
Excuse me. I'm losing my mind. State your name for the record, please, ma'am.
My name is Pat Arnold.
Okay, and Ms. Arnold, how did you know Harlan Bruce Arnold?
Through my work, mainly he worked at the same place I did, and I would see him all the time, just being at work.
Okay.
And then I met his brother, and things went cross since then.
Yeah. So you're married to his brother,
Yes,
but you don't have any lineal interest in his estate. You're not
No.
related to him by blood.
no,
And to the best of your knowledge, was he married at the time of his death?
no, he was not married the whole time I knew him.
Okay. Never had any children that you're aware of?
No,
Never saw any children, never heard him speak of children?
no, he hated him.
Do you know if he had a will?
I would be willing to bet he did not have
Okay.
a will. He never stated anything about a will, but I would be willing to bet.
Do you know if the search was made for a will?
I'm sure it was.
Okay, you weren't part of the search party.
No,
Okay. And you haven't been compensated for anything today. Nobody paid you.
no,
And you're not in line to inherit if this doesn't go through.
right, no.
Okay, pass the witness.
False.
Hello, I just have one question. Did you ever know him to reside with anyone for a long period of time that he that could claim that they were common law married to him?
No, he never lived with anyone. His house was bare.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. I'll pass the witness.
Okay. Judge would ask for a finding of the heirship to his brother, Alan Wayne Arnold.
Well, agree to that finding that Alan Wayne Arnold was the only.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then I'm gonna approve the judgment declaring heirship. Thank you, ma'am. Counsel, you want to proceed on the
Administration?
administration?
Yes, sir, I would. I'd like to call Alan Wayne Arnold. Would you state your name for the record?
Alan Wayne Arnold,
Now, Harlan Bruce Arnold was your brother, correct?
correct.
He died April 17th, 2025, right?
He is correct.
And at the time of his death, he had a fixed place of residence in Chambers County. Is that
That
correct?
is correct.
Okay. And you're telling the court there's a necessity for the administration of this estate. He has some property that has to be sold and other things taken care of.
Yes,
He wasn't married at the time of his death and he had no children born through or not by him,
that
correct?
is correct.
Did you ever find a will?
I looked for a will. It's everywhere in his house. I could not find a will.
Okay.
30th, but we can do any day that week.
And you're asking the court to appoint you as the independent administrator since you're the sole heir.
I don't wanna
is anybody looking
Well,
over-
yeah, well, Wednesday's the first, Thursday's the second, Friday's the.
Ms. Pearson, you need to mute, ma'am, please. Thank you.
And
Go ahead, Counselor.
it's a small estate, Judge, would ask that the appraisers be waived and that you appoint Alan Wayne Arnold as the independent administrator of his brother's estate.
So done. Thank you, Counselor.
Thanks, Judge. Good to see
Have a
you.
good day. Good to see you. Ms. Walsh, do you have your witness on now? Oh, there he is.
I'm the witness, so I think.
Okay. If you will, turn your camera on, sir, we need to swear you in. You raise your right hand, please.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Ms. Walsh, you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may proceed, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Neese, could you please state your full name for the court?
Donald John Neese Jr.
And how were you acquainted with the decedent Ralph Edward Matthews?
He was my grandfather.
And did he pass away on June 21st, 2025 at Cove, Chambers County, Texas at the age of 92?
He did.
And 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his death and the date you filed your application to probate his will, correct?
I'm sorry, how long?
4 years have not elapsed since
Oh,
his date of death.
That's correct.
Okay. And he was a resident of Chambers County, correct?
Correct.
And you filed a will dated June 1st, 2011 that purports to be your grandfather's last will and testament. Is that correct?
Yes,
And you do not believe that he ever revoked that will. Is that correct?
that's correct.
And he did not have a will, he did not have a marriage dissolved after he wrote that will. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And were any children ever born to or adopted by your grandfather?
No,
After he wrote that will, he did not have any children.
that's correct.
And his will names you to serve as independent executor without bond. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you are qualified to serve as independent executor, correct?
Correct.
You're not a minor, you're not incompetent, you're not a convicted felon, correct?
That is correct.
And there is no state, governmental agency of the state, or charitable organization named in his will as a devotee. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And we do have a necessity to administer his estate, correct?
Yes, we do.
And his estate is not taxable. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. I have no further questions, Your Honor. We would ask that the will of Ralph Edward Matthews be admitted to probate and that Donald John Neese Jr. be appointed to serve as independent executor without bond and that appraisers be waived.
Yep.
Yes, did you, you went out there, Your Honor. Did you admit the will?
Yes, I made the will of probate and appointed Mr. Neese as minister. Mine went blank, sorry. It's Monday morning on Tuesday.
I understand, Your Honor. I'm having the same. Independent
We
executor
did
without
have,
bond?
before you get out, yeah, without bond. We've got a small estate affidavit. I want to make sure we're correct. The law says the citizen's separate personal property is a third to the spouse and 2/3 to the children. Are you familiar with that?
On this case, on Matthews?
No. On
Oh,
a different one.
okay. I'm familiar with them. What's the other case?
So the small estate affidavit and a third to the surviving spouse and then 2/3 to the children equally.
It would depend on how many children there are, if there were
There's 3 children.
if they're children from a prior marriage. Do you want me to call Christy?
If you don't mind.
I'll call her.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Maybe be dismissed.
You may be.
Thank you,
Good
Your
day.
Honor. Have a good one.
All right, cause number 88, the state of Donna Watson Bird.
Yes.
Okay, so, you're Mr. Bird?
Yes.
All right, so we've got some questions about this small estate affidavit we're trying to work out to make
Okay.
sure that it's done properly. We'll get back with you. Christy, get back with them later today.
Okay, and
Okay.
we have one of her daughters on the phone as well. That's Lisa Pearson there. So if you have any questions.
I don't have any questions at this time. But we've got some things that we need to iron out to make sure everything's done properly on this small estate affidavit.
Yeah.
Legally and properly. So we're gonna go through it and get back with you today or tomorrow.
Okay,
And
so no
we'll get it done
questions.
for you as soon as possible.
Okay, so no
Okay.
question, no will, no beneficiaries on the account.
You have no will, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, no, we just got some things we need to make sure it's done correctly. And
Okay,
we'll let you know.
Okay, and just to let y'all know, we also have an affidavit of heirship that was used for the property. So if you need a copy of that, we can provide that as well.
You can send it. It might help.
Okay, I'll send it. We'll send it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your name, ma'am?
Michelle Whitty. I am his daughter. I'm John's
Michelle
daughter. And then Lisa
Woody?
Pearson is Donna Watson's daughter.
Okay. And your last name is Woody?
Whitty. Witte.
Okay. Yeah, because we got a court reporter taking out all this. So we want to make sure we get everything correct. All right. Thank you, ma'am. We'll get back to y'all as soon as we can.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, cause number 27, the state of Luis de la Garza.
Yes, sir. Tommy Gunn from Orange, Texas, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Gunn.
Good morning, sir.
Rosa is calling per Harry. They are going to begin.
Okay, so apparently somebody can't get in. Who's it, De La Garza? Who do you have with you, counselor?
I have Shawnee Kennison, the surviving spouse, Your Honor. I filed a number of motions in this case.
Yeah, I saw those a while ago. I'm waiting on somebody else to get in. So let's come back to that in just a moment.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, counselor. All right, cause number 50, the state of Scott Wesley Mishler.
Good morning, Your Honor. Catherine Allen here representing Chantel Sherry Paulson, the applicant. I would like to call my first witness, please.
Is that light them on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Penny. All right, you can call your first witness.
Okay, I'd like to call Carrie Miracle, please.
You may proceed.
Let me see. I'm looking to see if I can see her. There she is. Okay. Miss Miracle, can you please state your full name for the court?
Yes, my name's actually Kari Renee Miracle.
Kari, thank you. How can you please tell me how you know the decedent? Mr.
Yes. So his daughter Chantel and son-in-law Marlon used to live across the street from us here in Grand Junction, Colorado, and Scott would come over for some family gatherings. And then once they moved to Texas, we actually came down and did a visit with them while he lived with her.
Okay, great. How long have you known the decedent?
Let's see. Well, it's been 3 years since he's been in Texas, so probably about 4 years. We didn't really quite meet him until about the last year that Marlon and Chantel were here in Colorado.
Okay, and when was the last time you spoke with or saw the decedent? Was that when you visited?
Yeah, last summer, in June of 2023.
Okay. And the decedent died in Chambers County on October 6th, 2024. Is that correct?
As far as I know, of course, it's third-party information from Chantel, so yes.
And he was 62 years old when he passed away. Is that correct?
I wouldn't know that. I don't know when his date of birth is.
Okay. Are you acquainted with the decedent's family history?
Yes.
Okay, and he was not married at the time of death, is that correct?
That is correct.
And he did not have any children, is that correct?
Not that I am aware of, not biological children. I do know that he had some psychological children or one child that he referred to as his daughter. That was it.
Okay, and he, but who would that be, the person that you're talking about?
That was Chantel Till. He
Okay,
referred
okay.
to the other children as his stepchildren. So
Okay, all right. And decedent's parents are his only heirs, correct? He didn't have any siblings, is that correct?
as far as I know, that's correct.
Okay, and his parents are Catherine Stoner Mishler and Richard Mishler, is that correct?
Yes.
And he left no last will or testament, as far as you know.
As far as I know, that is also correct. Yeah.
Okay, and there hasn't been an administration of the estate, as far as you know, correct?
Correct.
And he did not own an interest in real property, as far as you know, correct?
Correct.
And you have not been compensated in any way for your testimony, is that correct?
That is also correct.
Okay, I would like to pass this witness to Mr. Finney, the ad litem.
Hi, Miss Miracle. We spoke a good time ago, and where I asked you lots of questions. I just have one today. When you were talking about Mr. Mishler's daughter, you were talking about his stepdaughter. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. No further questions.
Okay,
Okay.
next witness, counselor.
Okay, I would like to call Mr. Chris Sullivan.
You may proceed.
Okay, Mr. Sullivan, can you please state your full name for the court?
My name's Christopher Dean Sullivan.
Okay, and how do you know the decedent?
I've been a family friend for about 22 years.
Okay. When was the last time you spoke with or saw the decedent?
Just prior to him moving down to Texas.
Okay, and when approximately when was that?
Oh, probably 2022, probably 2023, somewhere in there.
Okay. And as far as you know, the decedent died in Chambers County, Texas on October 6th, 2024. Is that correct?
Yes,
And decedent was approximately 62 years of age when he passed. Is that correct?
that is correct.
Okay. And you are acquainted with the decedent's family history. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay. And he was not married at the time of death. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And he had no biological children that you know of. Is that correct?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay. And decedent didn't have any siblings either. As far as you know, is that correct?
Not to my knowledge, I did not.
Okay. And decedent's parents are his only heirs, correct?
To my knowledge, yes.
Okay. And their names are Catherine Stoner Mishler and Richard Mishler. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And decedent left no last will or testament as far as you know.
As far as I know, he did not.
Okay. And there has been no administration of the estate. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And decedent did not own an interest in real property as far as you know. Is that correct?
As far as I know, he did not.
Okay. And you are not being compensated in any way for your testimony. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I would like to pass this witness to Mr. Finney.
Mr. Sullivan, real quick, do you know of any other potential children that Mr. Mishler would have considered his own or could have been confused as his own children other than the stepchildren that we've already talked about?
No, not to my knowledge.
Thank you. I'll pass the witness.
Okay. I would like to call my client, Miss Paulson, to the stand, please.
All right, let me rule on the judgment declaring heirship.
Okay.
Mr. Finney,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you agree with the judgment declaring heirship?
I do.
Okay. Then I'm gonna approve that along with the attorney ad litem fees. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
Counselor, you may proceed.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to call Chantel Sherry Paulson to the stand, please. Ms. Paulson, can you state your full name for the court?
Chantel Sherry Paulson.
Okay, and how do you know the decedent?
He was my dad,
Okay,
stepdad.
okay, and is it true that the decedent, Scott Wesley Mishler, died on October 6, 2024 in Chambers County, Texas at the age of 62 years old?
That's correct.
Okay. And is it true that the decedent's domicile at the time of his death was Chambers County, Texas?
I'm sorry, that entire thing cut out.
Okay. Is it
One second. Kaylee, please hold the phone closer to the computer. Sorry, I'm in Norway, so I'm having to make do. Okay, go ahead.
Is it true that the decedent's domicile at the time of his death was Chambers County, Texas?
That's correct.
Okay. And is it true that 4 years have not elapsed between decedent's date of death and the filing of the application in this matter?
That is correct.
Okay. And is it true that decedent died leaving no last will and testament as far as you know or believe?
That is correct.
Okay. And is it true that there has been no administration of decedent's estate?
Correct.
Okay. And a necessity exists for the administration of this estate. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that you need to be able to manage decedent's bank accounts and transfer title and his vehicles? Correct?
Cool.
And is it true that you are qualified and not disqualified by law from serving as independent administrator and from accepting letters of administration?
I am qualified, correct.
Okay.
And not disqualified.
Your Honor, I ask the court that you appoint Chantel Sherry Paulson to serve as independent administrator, and that she is qualified and not disqualified by law from accepting letters of administration, and she be allowed to serve without bond and waiving appraisers with all the powers granted to independent administrators under Texas law.
Thank you, Counselor.
All right, thank you. May we be excused?
You may be.
Thank you so much.
Hey. Okay, we're going back to cause number 27, the state of Luis de la Garza. Mr. Campa, I see you're on now.
Yes, Your Honor. Philip Campa.
And Mr. Gunn.
Yes, Your Honor, we're on.
Okay, so let's see, we're here on a motion, your motion, Mr. Gunn, and you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've filed multiple motions in this estate. According to my client, who is a surviving spouse of Mr. De La Garza, and she does still go by the last name De La Garza, Your Honor. That was my mistake when I said Kinnison. She does still use the last name De La Garza. At any rate, this is an extremely large estate. Based upon what my client tells me, I have sent to Mr. Campa on July 22nd. I see my email here where I sent about 7 pages handwritten notes of my client as to items which had been omitted from the initial inventory, Your Honor. I received no response to that. The inventory still has not been filed. There was at least 1, if not 2 extensions allowed, but according to the court records, there's been no inventories filed. So we objected to the initial inventory, Your Honor, back in July. And that has caused me to file several motions, Your Honor. Number 1, we're asking the executrix not independent administratrix, but executrix, that was a mistitle, be removed for failure to promptly file an inventory, Your Honor. That's one request. The second request is that we're requesting, since more than 15 months have transpired according to the estates code, we're asking that the executrix, if the court allows her to remain, provide us with an accounting pursuant to the statutory requirements, which we've not received. Thirdly, Your Honor, we're asking, since over 24 months have transpired, we're asking that the court order that this estate be distributed. As I said, Your Honor, this is a very large estate, a lot of real estate, a lot of personal property. There are just multiple pieces of property that needs to be addressed, Your Honor. And as I said, I tried to furnish Mr. Campa with all the items that my client felt was omitted from the inventory, initial inventory that was filed. And then there was a request for an extension and no more inventories were filed. So basically we have three things, Your Honor. One, request for removal. Number two, request for an accounting since over 15 months have passed. Third, request the property be distributed. Over 15 months has passed, we're due an accounting. Over 24 months have passed, we're due a distribution based upon the estates code. This was filed, Your Honor, back on April 18th of 2023, almost 2.5 years ago. And my client, since she maintains a 50% interest in all of these various properties, which are fairly extensive, Your Honor, she needs this matter moved forward and concluded pursuant to the estates code, Your Honor. That's basically our position today.
Thank you, Counselor. Mr. Campa.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, I've not had the pleasure to appear before Philip Campa, and I'm going to respond to many of those comments, Your Honor. But I wanted to first focus what's before the court today. And what before the court today is a motion for failure to file an inventory. And Your Honor, I'll tell you this, I have before me a file stamp copy dated July 21st, 25, stamped by Chambers County Clerk's Office. And I sent a copy of the inventory when I filed it to Mr. Gunn. And it's sworn and signed to by my client. And it's been on file since July 21st, 25. And I don't know if it shows in the court's file, but you know, it's kind of a big issue that I'd like to make sure that the clerk's office has it, or the judge has it, or Your Honor has it in front of you. But we put a lot of effort.
There is an inventory. I don't see an order for me to sign. So I don't know if there was an order filed with the inventory. No, clerk's office says no, there was not. But yes, there is an inventory.
Okay, Your Honor. And we recognize how important that is, and we wanted to focus on what's before the court today. And this, only before the court today is the motion regarding the inventory, to file an inventory, you know, and we did that. I recognize he has filed a motion to remove, or I'm sorry, Your Honor. In fact, clarity that he received the inventory, he filed an objection and complaint for additional inventory not too long ago, and I have that one, and we're working on trying to make any changes to it if we believe they're necessary. But we have provided that to the court and to the other side. And for now, Your Honor, that's the only thing that's set before the court today. You know, he talks about a complaint that was filed, but it's not been served on my client, and that was only recently filed July 22nd, 25, and I had no notice that it was set before the court today, and I don't think it is. You know, I'd like to go to mediation, Your Honor. This was a young man that died at 36. It was a surprise to his mother and to the whole family. So, you know, it's not like an older person where it's real easy to deal with because you kind of figure their time has come. But given the only thing that's before the court, we have taken care of it, we've filed it. We do need to file an order with the court if it wasn't done, but it was filed before the hearing, in fact, over a month ago.
Yeah, there is, and it is dated 7/21. but there needs to be an order filed with that for approval. Mr. Gunn, you agree to mediation?
Your Honor, we attempted to set mediation back in 2024. I canceled that because Mr. Campa had not filed an inventory before that time for the mediation. So we had no idea what his client was contending was in the property assets. So we had no notice. And that was set beyond the 90-day period, Your Honor, the mediation was. So the court has given some extensions, but I understand now that there was one filed on July 21st. But it was well beyond the extensions. It was well beyond the extensions the courts have granted. So, but yes, Your Honor, we did try to set mediation. If the court thinks that that's advisable, I have no objection to that, Your Honor. Now that we have an inventory, but I did file the objection on the 22nd of July, the next day.
Well, we have a couple options. Either you can go to mediation and try to work this out, or I can transfer it to district court or county court of law. So whichever.
Again, Your Honor, I don't have any objection to mediation.
Okay. And Mr. Campa suggested that. So how long do you need to get it set up? 60 days, 90 days?
Oh, 60 days, Your Honor. We'll get it set before that, I hope.
That's fine with me, Your Honor.
All right. So we'll reset this for 60 days and we'll give you notice when that's done.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too, Judge.
Yes, sir.